I'll be texting back and forth. But most of the time, I mean, you know it. I'm a bad texter. You know, sorry. I mean, one fault, bad texter.
We might not have had audio going until
don't kill
just now, so.
Ah, damn. All right, well, we might not have had audio going. So if we didn't have audio going, welcome again to Fast Talk Podcast. It's January 30th.
Definitely have audio going.
It is Saturday night. It's around like what 6:30ish, our time, 6:18. Oh yeah, it says I got another message live. So yes, welcome, and we got a lot to talk about. Pretty like without a lot of games.
Because I was on COVID protocol.
Oh yeah, Pete was on COVID protocol. You didn't test positive, right?
Never tested positive.
Never tested positive, but you know you got it better safe than sorry when it comes to COVID.
Plus, because I deal with kids all day, every day. So.
Yeah, you don't want to give it to the kids, and then they give it to their moms, and then they sue you and all that crap. No,
So
let's stay away
Plus,
from that.
Plus, I got like a week off to go and do all this stuff at my new house.
Yeah, the White Eagle Tavern.
I built the White Eagle Tavern because I had COVID protocol.
It's nice. I mean, they got really nice coasters. I'm going to show it to the camera.
Coasters are nice.
Really nice coasters.
Yep,
It's stone.
get a coaster.
It's like
Boulder.
Mark Stone.
Who's been
Oh, dude, we should get
playing out of his
61s and write
mind.
them on him. Yeah, Mark Stone's having a good season so far. Well, I mean, before they
Mark
decided
Stone's
to
having a
get
Mark
COVID.
Stone season, or what should be a Mark Stone season.
Mark Stone is well. See, that's the thing. Mark Stone should always have great seasons. For $9 million, there's no excuse. But we'll get to that. To the Knights are coming up a little bit later. We're gonna talk Super Bowl first. Super Bowl 55 from Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers are the home team. We'll be
That's crazy.
hosting the Chiefs, and
It's so funny because everyone was like, when you signed there, we're like, oh, Tampa could be the first team to host, play in their own home city, and everyone's like, yeah. And then like 4 weeks go by in the season, and you're like, yeah, they're not gonna make the Super Bowl.
well, it's only because like most of the NFC is afraid to play in cold weather. I mean, Mr. Kraft would have got the Super Bowl in New England at one point when the Patriots were there over the last like 15 years. They did it in New York. It was a shit show, if you will, part of my language.
I was there.
Yeah, you were there, and it was cold, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It was cold, but there were so many people that I wasn't cold. That's the thing. I was never cold.
The only thing that was cold was the Broncos' offense.
Yeah, horrible.
Walked into that one. Sorry. So, like, next week we'll get into like going through all the props.
Prop bets
but,
like we've done the last 3 years. Or
What are you looking at the early line? We got Chiefs 3.5.
See what I got here. That's it.
I don't even think the Chiefs should be favored personally. I think the Bucs are the home team. They're going to be in their home locker room, in their home stadium, sleeping in their own beds. I think the Bucs at the very least this game should be a pick'em. And
I'll take Kansas City if it's
Who knows?
-3.5. I will.
really,
I will.
okay. I mean, even
But
with Tampa Bay's better
Is that
defense,
money -170? It's not even worth it, honestly.
but dude, I saw a money line that was
I'll take a Tampa money line.
I saw one that was over 300 Tampa money line, and
Might as
I'm
well
like,
make 'em
what?
both.
You know, hey, yeah, if you can bet Chiefs on the points and then Tampa money line, I mean, you're okay one way or another. You're gonna get almost all your money back or more, probably more, because I think the Bucs are gonna win. I hate to say it, I don't want the Bucs to win. I want the Chiefs to win.
So over under. It's not even on there.
56. Yeah, 56.5.
That's tough.
It's gonna be close. Money's coming in on the under right now.
I
Yeah.
feel like that makes sense.
And you got to look at Brady's Super Bowls. The thing is,
Nobody
Brady's
scores in the first quarter.
if they win, even the ones that he's lost, the only real one that's been high scoring was the
Carolina.
Philadelphia game.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Carolina, yeah, that's. But
Wasn't
the
that
Carolina,
32-29?
yeah, it was 32-29. But that was like the scoring was all in bunches. It was the last 4 minutes of the second quarter, and then like the last 10 minutes of the game was all the scoring in that one. The Philly game, Super Bowl 52, that was a nightmare. But one of our best defensive players was on the bench the entire game, so maybe it could have been different if Malcolm Butler had played. I don't question Bill Belichick. I question whatever Malcolm Butler did to cause him to not play that game.
It's
Malcolm,
funny you got
come
the
on, man.
What if Malcolm Butler played? I got the what if Popovich had left Tim Duncan in the game on that Game 6 in 2013 to get that
Dude.
rebound.
Seriously, man.
Imagine
Benedict
keeping
Allen.
LeBron from another title.
That'd be awesome. Oh. Unfortunately, the Celtics have never been able to do that. I mean, we only beat them in the playoffs the year we won the championship.
So you can't beat
there's
them in the
no-
final. Now you can.
Yeah.
Now you can beat him in the final. Now we can't beat him in the final. We beat him twice. We can't beat LeBron in the final. We can only beat him in the conference.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you gotta.
Now you can beat him in the final.
We will. We will. I mean, we gotta
Who
remember
the fuck
how
else
to
is
win.
gonna make it in the East?
We've been garbage since since we had the COVID. Celtics have been. You know who's going to make it in the East is those 76ers. Who else? Any other notes on Super Bowl, or just kind of wait until?
I thought we were gonna wait to make all of our prop bets, but there are some stuff here, but I don't know if I want to get into it yet.
There's some
Coin
interesting
toss,
ones.
will there be
yeah.
a safety? Will the game go into overtime?
I remember a couple of years ago when I think it was 46, 47, 48, 3 straight years there was a safety, and I was explaining that to somebody who I thought knew a little bit about football, and then after it, the question was, so what exactly is a safety? And I'm like, oh Jesus, this whole conversation was stupid because you don't know how rare a safety can be, especially when you've got, the 2 best teams in football playing each other. And 2 of those 3 safeties were because of misplays from 2 of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game. Tommy in 46 and your boy in 48.
It wasn't
Not
Peyton
knowing when
Manning's fault.
it was all Peyton Manning's fault. He didn't know his own snap count. I mean, really, he should have known. And his over preparation, in my opinion.
That's what he does. But yeah, we'll come back for this. That's always fun because that makes my whole watching Super Bowl so much fun. Especially if there's the team like last year when it was Kansas City, San Francisco, and I really don't give a fuck.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
So the only thing I had was going through and seeing if all my props hit. That literally kept me afloat last year.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things. I think I'm gonna throw down a lot on these. And it's kind of funny. Like, I don't bet a lot. I'm like the Wall Street bets guys. I don't bet a lot. But I throw down and I make a difference on all my tiny little bets.
Are you the Robinhood app?
No, they're assholes
You're
now.
gonna block people from you can sell but you can't buy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everybody go. You circle what you want, but you can't actually make the bet on it. Oh my god. Well, it's kind of like that whole situation with the stock market is similar to sports betting, because when you look at guys like you and me, like, we bet, at most $100 on something, right?
Not even close.
We're the little guys. We don't make a difference in the line. You and I are not going to change this 3.5 to 4 or something. But those the big money guys, they're the ones that control the line. They could come in and say, I'm going to bet $10 million on Kansas City to cover, and then all of a sudden that line goes up or down or whatever it might be. Or I don't think anybody's going to score. They'll bet all on the under, and then that line starts going down. But so I was thinking about it this morning. It's really kind of similar to the way sports betting works. But if enough of us, $10 bettors started throwing down, and I think maybe things like this might start happening with sports gambling being, well, 2 things: sports gambling being legal across the country, and it being mobile. Everybody's got it on their phones now, and I just do that. But also the fact that there are sports teams in Vegas too. We never had teams in Vegas, and people are saying, well, the Golden Knights, since they've started, have been perennial Cup contenders.
True.
But a lot of that is inflated because of the fact that the 2 million people in Clark County are all throwing down money on the Golden Knights to win too.
True, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, the Golden Knights are a good team.
It's a
but
good bet. No, there's nothing wrong with betting.
yeah, but when they're taking so much more, maybe the Golden Knights going into this season, instead of being 6-1 favorites to win the Cup, they might have been 10-1. But because of all the money that have been coming down on them, these casinos don't want to lose. They never want to lose. They always say the house always wins. So I was trying to segue into the next topic. Was it a good one?
Nice to see if they would actually play games to win the Cup.
Yeah, so we had 2 postponed so far. 3.
No, just 1.
But the next 2 have.
The next 2 are.
Next 2 against San Jose.
They haven't been yet. But they're in Arizona. So, yeah, Cassidy's parents have tickets. They wanted us to go.
Oh, really?
But I was like, I can't miss any work to go on Monday or Wednesday. And then the game got canceled anyway, so. Playing San Jose in Arizona, yeah, it's weird, but
And then all of a sudden they've lifted restrictions in whatever county it is, Santa Clara County or something, so they can go back.
I don't agree with the postponements. I feel like if you have someone test positive, you should just be without them.
But I think, like, in my opinion, you don't know how many other people they've affected
You test
or
them.
when they. But what if they affected them or infected them just this morning?
You test them.
But they won't know until like 3 days from now. That's what happened with your beloved Cardinals. I mean, how many games did they miss at the beginning of the season? Did they miss like 3 weeks, right? And then they're
Somehow.
playing double headers all season
All
long.
season and still made the playoffs.
And
so
still
there's that.
somehow managed to make the playoffs. Yeah, but the Knights, I've been impressed with what I've seen
Yeah.
so far. That game last weekend, where was it the 1-0 game against
When Carlson scored with
Yeah.
literally like 47 seconds to go.
yeah, that was pretty darn good. I think that's the most complete game they played all year. I'm really excited that Marc-Andre Fleury is
He's freaking MVP
back
right now, dude.
after his crappy season last year. No disrespect, Mark. I mean, after your dad died, you just
Yeah,
weren't
shitty
there. I think
season.
you know that, so I'm not trying to diss you at all, buddy. But yeah, after that, it just he kind of lost it, and that's part of the reason why they got Leonard. And Leonard he might be a victim of the not playing in a contract season anymore.
Yep.
You know, he's got 5 years. He's comfortable. Probably got a home. So, you know, it's not. He's not as lights out as he was when he first came to
He didn't
Vegas.
play that well in the last couple. He didn't play that well in the series against Dallas.
Yeah, but I mean, Dallas is pretty damn good too.
He's still what 2-1, isn't he?
I don't know, but he's letting goals in.
2-2. Yeah, he lost that. He got the L on the 4-5 loss
Yes.
because that went to overtime. No, that went to a shootout.
Shootout. Yeah, that's it. That's when I texted you we should bring Subban back. That was the one good thing about Malcolm Subban.
I don't look at a huge loss going to overtime without your coaching
You still get
staff.
the point, yeah.
Without your coaching staff.
Yeah, that's. I mean, but
and,
they
and
fell down.
Pacioretty had a hat trick.
They fell down and they fought back, which was nice to see. I mean, hey, I really like that coaching from McCrimmon and Vivieros. I don't. Is that how you say it?
kids.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. But they did a good job. I mean, like you said, they're professionals. But you know, my counter was, you know, we got to control the line changes.
They had two 6-man penalties.
Yeah, too many
They
men.
did. Two
And
of
then
them.
the other thing was picking who to shoot in the shootout. And I didn't read up, and I don't know if DeBoer sent in those guys, but I might not have picked the same guys in the shootout. Like a guy like Mark Stone might have been on my
Who
list.
shot him? I can't even remember. Tuck, right?
Tuck was
Shea Theodore.
Shea, and then I forget who was first. It might have been Riley Smith.
I think it was.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I would have.
I would have put the guy that had the hat trick earlier that night to maybe shoot.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe, but
So he's off the trade market. I know I had been saying that earlier in the year. And
Yeah,
thought he'd be gone, but there's no fucking way.
the thing about you trade him to try to get space, but right now his value his value is just way too high to ease any cap space unless you're gonna get somebody like a rookie on a entry level
We
deal.
might have, I think we were in on that, or at least phone calls on the Line A thing with Winnipeg.
I don't know.
I think there was phone calls made.
Would you
on that.
want
Yeah,
Line A over
he does that
Petches?
Ovechkin. No, not over Pacioretty. No,
Okay.
but he does that. He's good on the power play to do that Ovechkin stuff.
Yeah, that one timer from the circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah. That Ovechkin stuff. I think that's the first time he's ever called it that,
I'm trying to
folks.
VPC on in the new year.
Yeah, White Eagle Tavern is a no profanity zone.
It's not a no profanity zone. It's a no derogatory towards different lifestyles. No derogatory statements toward lifestyles.
Fair enough. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I agree with you too.
Pretty sure I've only called it the Ovechkin faggot shit in the heat of playoff anchor.
Yes, and also watching highlights in October. You know. Anytime he does it, pretty much. All right. The Silver Knights started last night. I mean, the
shit, I
season
totally
didn't
missed
start.
that.
It was just a
I thought it was like February 7th or something like that.
6th. February 6th is the first game of the season. First
So a
regular
week
season
from
game.
today.
Or this was a preseason game. I guess they won 7-3.
Big
Excuse
Reds?
me. I did not see. I just saw the score. There was no other coverage of it.
Oh wait, can he not be on the? Is he not allowed on the roster?
So there's some sort of agreement. So basically, I learned this. The agreement between the NHL and the Canadian hockey leagues is that players who have been drafted to the NHL but are under 20 cannot play in the American Hockey League. But because of this year and his team is not playing, his junior league team, Canadian team, is not playing, they've given these players an exemption to play in the AHL, so they can still play. But once his junior league team starts playing, he can no longer play in the AHL. He has to go either to the Golden Knights or back to
Portland Winterhawks.
what? No, it's in Canada.
The OHL.
Yeah, I don't know what. I forget. I knew it, but I don't remember what it is. There's so many, so many. But I don't.
He'll be on the Golden Knights next year then. So, but
Damn well better be number 18. That's my boy. Sorry.
9 can
Making sure
crack the
I'm
roster.
You never know. I mean, it's a long ways to go. We still got another trading deadline. You know, McCrimmon can do anything and everything. That guy, he's like
Danny Ainge of hockey.
I was just about to say he's like hockey's Danny Ainge. But yeah, you never know. I mean, I don't think anybody is untouchable on this team, and you know that's just kind of the way Mr. Foley runs things. Or Rich Uncle
Well,
Foley.
I don't know if you saw this, but because I got playing golf with a kind of an insider, he's on the ice crew, and he said something about like Marchie's putting up his furniture for sale on Instagram.
Oh, this
and
was a
everybody
big
started
thing.
freaking out.
Yeah, you didn't see that? See how they went nuts. Everybody's going crazy, and then your girl Emily
Because they're like,
was
"He's
like
traded,
reposting it all.
He's traded, and then I heard, no, he's just moving to a bigger house.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, hey, listen, you make like, what's he make, like $5 million a year?
Yeah.
Shit, if I had that kind of money and I just bought a new house, bigger house, because you know what's his girlfriend's name,
The
wife's name,
I don't know.
Shannon
They
or
got 4,
something.
right?
Yeah, I'd be like, you know, getting it in all day long and just keep on going as much as I could.
He needs the house to be big enough so all the kids are on one side. So while they're fucking,
Right,
the
exactly.
kids aren't gonna be
Playrooms,
disturbed.
and you need a live-in like apartment for the au pair, if you will.
that you should
Yeah.
also be fucking.
Well, I mean, it's Marcia, so of course he is. You know, I'm not saying anything, Shannon or whatever Jonathan Marchessault's wife's name is. Why do I want to say Shannon? Maybe I've been watching too much Kim's Convenience, but for some reason Shannon is just resonating in my
That's why we
in
give
my
you Google Entity.
in my voice here or in the back of my head. It's maybe Sharon, Shanice. He's looking it up right now.
Alexandra, you're way off.
Alexandra? Okay, sorry, Alexandra. I called you Shannon. So I apologize for that. We'll just call you Alex for short. Whose wife is Shannon then?
I wouldn't cheat on that though.
We
Good
just-
job, Marchie.
I know, right? He's like what,
Look at the
5'9"?
family. Like,
He's barely taller than her. But I'll tell you what, like the cutest thing was back in season 1 when she was out there with the daughter out at City National in the lobby after one of the practices, and the daughter was wearing a jersey, like a pink jersey, 81, and it said "Daddy" on the
yeah,
back.
that's the shit right there.
I was like, that's super cute. Yeah, if I was ever a pro athlete, I would make all my daughters wear pink jerseys that say "Daddy" on the back.
Oh yeah, who would?
And also all my girlfriends. But I'm not a pro athlete, so I'm just a guy wearing a $7 jersey that I bought off eBay.
That's cool though. So I'll have to look up the stats for Silver Knights. But they're not gonna let people in the games either, which kind of fucking sucks.
You know the sucky thing is, like, they have not sent any communication from them. Like, I don't know what's going on with my money. Like, I signed a 3-year contract, so is my 3-year contract with the Silver Knights going to be extended, or do I only have 2 years?
At least Mark Davis has been very communicative.
Mark Davis is awesome. Did you get a license plate? Did you get that email?
I'll have to ask my mom.
Yeah, you better tell her to just put your email address on the account, dude.
Shit, I'm down if they want to get a license plate. I don't get mad.
No, yeah, we got, so yeah, they're offering the Raider license plates free of charge.
Oh, I would get one then.
I mean, obviously I can't because TCKRL is not available on the Raider license plates. But you can gift it too. So my buddy Johnny Rodriguez from Reno, shout out to J-Rod. I messaged him and he said he wanted it, so hopefully he gets it. That'll be cool because Johnny's a Raider fan and he would appreciate it more than me being a hater running around town with a Tuck Rule Raiders license plate. You know, that'd be a kind of dick move, but also fits me perfectly.
I would definitely do that.
Yeah.
Tuck Rule.
Get a big old. Well, no, I don't like Brady. Right
I would
now
get
anyway,
Seabass because Janikowski was probably the Raider I liked the most.
I think he was the only one I ever liked. Well, no, I mean Josh Jacobs is my boy. Henry Ruggs is my boy.
Just get an III on your plates.
I get RGSIII.
He probably already has it.
Yeah. Oh, then I could get him to sign it at a special
Small
event.
chance they'll take another Alabama player this year's draft.
I don't know if there'll be any left by the time the Raiders pick. There's a lot of demand for that.
Well, that's another thing that was going on is you have quarterback. I think this is going to be the most exciting offseason. You've got Stafford that asked for a trade, Watson that asked for a trade. You've got Patriots. What the fuck are they going to do?
They brought back Matt Patricia. That's why I'm wearing my hat
Matty
backwards.
P.
You guys see? Do I have a little Matty P thing going on? All I'm missing is a pencil in the ear. But I'm trying to go for the Matty P look with the backwards hat. As soon as the podcast is over,
unkempt here.
I am.
No, you need a little bit more. He doesn't.
You know the
quite
crazy
trim
thing
it as much.
is like
he did when he got to Detroit, but when he's in New England,
yeah,
that shit just goes.
New England, we don't care about how you look. We care about winning. You know, he could have like gone to a party and have his friends paint a big old cock on his forehead. He could show up on Sunday to the game with the cock still on his forehead. It'd be okay if we won the game. If we lost the game, it'd be like, dude, Matt, what are you doing? Hanging out with your friends, drawing cocks on your forehead. Remember, the reason I say this, remember there was like a Cincinnati Bengals cheerleader or something that had some incident about drawing cocks. It might not have been the Bengals cheerleader. It might have been just a cheerleader. There was an NFL cheerleader that was like at a party and there were pictures of either her friends or the cheerleader with cocks drawn on their forehead. I'm sorry, and like there was a big outrage about it, and I'm like, doesn't everybody do that at parties? Like I'm sure you did it at a party.
There's a cock down.
Yeah,
on
you
your
pass out at a party. That's what happens. Somebody's gonna draw a dick on your face. It just happens. The more facial hair you have, the less chances of cock
that
on your
should
forehead.
be a thing we should like just go out on a limb. But, like you heard it here first. Like I think Deshaun Watson's gonna go to the Jets. I think Stafford's going to go to the Rams.
Oh, what? Why? What about Carson Wentz? Do you think?
Gun in my head?
Do you think he stays?
Yeah.
Because they got rid of Pedersen?
Yes, I do.
I think
he stays.
I agree with you. I think the unfortunate part is they got rid of Pedersen because Pedersen wanted to go forth with Jalen Hurts and not Carson Wentz. And I think that's where the disagreement was with Jeffrey Lurie. I think Stafford comes to New England. I think Watson stays in Houston.
Damn. No, Watson is definitely... Stafford's moving for sure. Watson might not.
The problem with Watson, I think, is the way Steve Keim and the Cardinals kind of took Houston for a ride last year in the DJ for Hopkins trade. I think everybody's going to be looking to get similar value But the problem is Houston's got all new people. Those guys aren't going to be around anymore, or aren't around anymore. So,
Well, it's really easy if you're the Jets brass. You give them the number 2 pick. You give them your pick next year in the first round, and you give them Sam Darnold and probably like a 4th rounder this year.
that's a lot. That's a big haul.
Yeah, it's Deshaun Watson. He's 25. He's the 3rd best quarterback in the league.
Behind who? Brady, Newton.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go with that.
I would put Mahomes.
Mahomes is better than him.
Brady, Newton, Mahomes, Garoppolo.
Jimmy G's gone too. There'll be a new San Francisco quarterback next year.
Is that official that he's gone?
No, but there is going to be a new San Francisco quarterback.
All right.
But I've already heard the Stafford to LA stuff is already like
For the
almost
Rams?
done to the Rams.
So what are they going to do with Jared Goff?
Trade him back to Detroit.
What? That's stupid. Like a Jay Cutler for Kyle Orton thing.
I think if you're the Rams, you give them your first, which isn't a good first. You legit made the divisional round, so
They had the best defense in the league. Speaking of
if
Jay
I'm
Cutler,
Detroit, I could go. I want Aaron Donald.
did you see Jay Cutler got back with Kristen Cavalieri? Cavaliers?
Killer.
Yeah. Ha ha! He's back to fire more of her employees.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the only reason I'm excited about that is if her show is still going and he's back on that shit.
I never even watched the show.
You
except
don't
for
have
that.
to watch the show.
I
Just
just-
look for Jay Cutler highlights. On
Yeah, I
YouTube.
did what you guys told me to do. Watch Jay Cutler highlights, and that was so fun. He's like sitting in the car. He's
Just
like
fucks with her
calling, "Can I
employees.
fire people? Can I fire people?" No, you can't fire. And then they're all like, oh, "Jay's coming in. Why is Jay coming in? Uh-oh. I hope he's not here to fire one of us." I love it. Sorry.
But no, like
He's
fans of
not
the show
coming
that
back.
aren't fans of reality TV and that kind of bullshit. I got caught watching an episode of The Bachelor the other day somehow, and I felt dumber inside. I was at Cassidy's house, and her mom, sister, and her were all. There's nothing I could do.
oh no, there's something you can do. Leave. I'd be like, sorry. Well, guys,
But if you're a sports fan,
time for me to go.
watch.
There's literally a game on of something somewhere. I'll fucking put on some cricket if I have to. I like cricket. I still don't really understand.
Just
it.
watch the Jay Cutler scenes from Very Cavalieri. It's so much worth it.
I would watch Mandalorian again. You know, like Disney Plus.
Wait, have you been watching WandaVision?
I didn't watch a new one yet.
I have not watched the new one yet either.
Okay.
I think we're supposed to watch it tonight.
Yeah. It's on my.
But it
my
keeps
list of
jumping
things.
by decade. Like the first one was I Love Lucy, and then it was like Bewitched, and then it was like Brady Bunch last year.
Yeah.
Or the last week when she's all pregnant and like pregnant for a day or whatever.
And then she had twins.
Yeah.
Did you watch all the things?
Because she's a twin.
Did you watch all the YouTubes about
No,
it?
I didn't. I haven't watched any YouTubes about it, so
Oh, I learned a lot of stuff.
I'll
I
have to
won't. I
watch
won't
them.
spoil it because I know some of our live viewers may not have watched WandaVision yet, so I don't want to be the spoiler. But check it out, folks. It's good.
We got a lot of people that watched the first episode and then were like, "This is stupid." I was like, "You have to keep."
You gotta keep
have to
going.
watch
You
all
gotta
the way
keep going.
through.
Like there should have been some sort of like, hey, what's kind of going on here? Because I watched the first episode and I was like, what the heck? And then like the second episode, I'm not gonna lie, I actually dozed off and rewatched it. Like what is this? They're doing like a magic show. Where did that come from? But it gets good in the third, and hopefully it only gets better. But we've heard, like, there have been other shows like that, too, you know. Remember the Cleveland show? That sucked at first. And, like, the second and third seasons, too. But it got good.
I never thought it was good.
No, it was a joke. Right around the time they canceled it, and Cleveland went back to Quahog. That's it.
This is all everything, isn't it? Yeah, we'll hit this up next week.
Yeah, this is a lot of work. I expect
Take it to work.
multi-colored highlights. What's next on the
Aces.
list? Aces. Dude, have
Aces.
you guys seen all the WNBA moves? Kayla McBride is gone from the Aces. She went to the Minnesota Lynx.
R.I.P.
Sorry, Kayla, your time has come. It just, You know, when you're watching the games last year, Lambier completely changed the offense, and she was no longer she no longer fit in
She's a
what
shooter.
they were trying to do.
She's
Yeah,
a shooter.
she's an outside shooter. She's basically well, I was gonna say she's a Steph Curry
She's
of
not
the
a Steph
WNBA,
Curry.
but she's not. That
More
I
like
would give
Klay
that to
Thompson
Allie
than-
Quigley.
She's more of a Klay Thompson than Steph Curry. She just shoots.
Yeah, and
JJ Redick.
I think when we've got Cam Beige coming back this year, so we look at McCautry, Wilson, Cam Beige. You know who else we got coming back?
Size, bro.
We got Plum coming back. We also have Park coming back, Jisoo Park. If you guys have been following these ladies overseas, what Jackie Young has been doing,
Well,
what
Lizzie won the
Jisoo's been doing,
championship
yeah,
in-
Cam Beige has
in
been doing.
Australia.
I think we're poised to make another run at the
It's championship or bust.
at
is
the
what it is,
championship,
basically,
yeah.
For the
and
pieces.
I think we're gonna do it. I think we have a damn good chance of doing it. There's rumors I heard too that your boy Brittany Griner is heading to the Liberty.
She wants to play with Sabrina.
Yeah, that's apparently what It's a rumor. It's
She
As
free
of yet-
agent?
yeah. I think it would be a trade. I don't know. Candace Parker is gone.
Chicago.
Went to the Sky. So
Gabby
and they're
gets to
trying.
play with Kansas baby.
It was interesting.
And my girl Diamond DeShields still on the Chicago Skies.
A lot of people are saying Chicago is now a big favorite to win. I don't know. You got your backcourt twins and Allie Quigley and the other girl.
They're not twins there.
I know they're not twins.
Wife and
they're,
wife.
They're wives. But
Vandersloot. Heather Vandersloot.
Courtney Vandersloot.
Vandersloot.
Yes. So I'm like, I had all these concussions. I don't remember things anymore.
Like short blonde girl and short blonde girl.
Yeah, and you got your girl and your other girl, and Candace Parker. But Gabby has yet to show what she did at UConn in Chicago. I don't know if she's really had the chance to
The
show
thing
it.
is, she's not a scorer. She's a defender. Oh, she's like a wing. She's a defender. She's quick. She's a passer.
She's a female Rondo.
She's not a scorer. She's not a facilitator, but she just
She's
is.
a female Rondo.
Yeah.
A Ronda.
Kind of, I guess.
Ronda.
More like I would say
I'm
more like
sorry.
more like Rodman, but Rodman was big and got rebounds. So
And a nut job. Complete nut job.
you saw his daughter's on the USA roster now.
No, I didn't see that. Really?
Trinity.
Oh, that's cool.
She's on the USA women's soccer roster. Now.
That's dope.
She's gonna be the new face of the. So long, Alex. So long, Megan Rapinoe. So long.
I don't know.
Hello,
I got
Trinity
a feeling as
and-
long as
and
Megan
Rose.
Rapinoe's there, Megan Rapinoe's going to be the face.
I don't think she's gonna play.
Anybody who likes women's soccer or pays it, I think most people who pay attention to soccer in the United States pay attention to women's soccer in the United States. And I would say Megan Rapinoe is our face.
Alex
Right now.
Morgan is our face.
Alex Morgan's our pretty face.
Alex Morgan is the only thing keeping adolescent males interested in
Megan
USA
Rapinoe
women's
got a
soccer.
freaking standing ovation at the WNBA All-Star game the other day. It was 2 years ago.
The one that we were at.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
She
That
was-
might be the closest we get to her ever in our lives. We were pretty
yeah,
close.
We were pretty close, yeah. That was pretty damn cool. WNBA slam dunk contest, which was not a slam dunk contest. It was a 3-point shootout and a skills competition. And then the guy at the joint didn't fill my beer. But what can you say? That was a long time
It's the
ago.
thing, we're getting turnover though. It's turning over into. It's no longer Alex Morgan, Megan Rapinoe, Abby Wambach. It's the new. My girl Rose. She's gonna be the face.
I don't even remember Rose's last name either.
Lavelle.
Rose Lavelle. Rose Lavelle.
Lindsay Horan.
She's 14 years old.
No,
Yeah.
she's not.
She looks it though. That damn dog needs to stop running into whatever the
No, he's
hell
always-
is in its cage.
He is nuts. That dog is nuts. He's a good security blanket though.
Yeah, we're gonna give it some tranquilizers. All right, what's next? Yeah, WNBA free agency's just been
Chelsea
off
Gray.
the hook. Chelsea Gray, where'd she go? She came here.
Yeah.
She came to Vegas. So
Former MVP, if I'm not mistaken.
So
wasn't she?
yeah, I don't know if she won MVP. That was before I followed the WNBA. I've only been following it since the Aces existed. Don't hey look. I admit I had problems. All right, I was. I'm gonna say I was sexist, but I just ignored several sports leagues. I ignored the USL too, but now I'm a big USL fan. So, hey, don't be a hater, folks. Sometimes you just need to watch it to see. And I never had any interest in watching the WNBA. Now I got a team. Now I watch it. Life is good.
Championship or bust. A lot of the Vegas teams are championship or bust.
Everybody,
2 of the Vegas teams are championship.
Everybody but the Lights and Aviators and Rebels. Rebels aren't even like Mountain West Championship or bust. Rebels are like second to last place or bust. Oh
Just
shit!
beat UNR and we're good.
Yeah, that's all they really care about. The damn cannon. Yeah. All right, let's go to the Nolan Arenado. I know you want to talk about Nolan Arenado.
I still don't know what we gave up for it. So.
I did not see a thing about it today. There's nothing in the paper. Maybe it's one of those deals that...
That's what happens when LeBron's still playing. No one cares.
Oh, God, it's a damn shame, isn't it? It's one of those things that just... They got to work out all the different parts. Remember the Mookie Betts and Alex Verdugo trade last year? That took like 3 weeks to finalize. At one point, Minnesota was involved, and
So this first
who
thing
really
says
knows?
it's a steal for the Cardinals. Let's see.
Yeah, anybody who gets Nolan Arenado, I mean, unless you're giving up like fucking Max Scherzer or
Goldschmidt.
Yeah, it's a steal unless you give up Mike Trout. And since you guys aren't the Angels, it's a steal.
Friday Night Heist.
Friday Night Heist.
Cardinals held up the aimless Rockies for their best player. Made Colorado. Colorado paid $50 million of this fucking contract.
That's insane. That is absolutely insane.
Let's see.
He's reading it all. All right. That's nuts. Like, to me, you want my honest opinion. If I'm the Rockies, I'd never trade a guy like Nolan Arenado. But then again, I'm wearing a Red Sox jersey, and they'd never trade a guy like Mookie. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Did Mookie Betts win the World Series this year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Fuck. God damn, man.
Okay, let's
what
see.
in the
None of the
hell?
prospects named.
If the Cardinals win the World Series this year, you think Rockies fans will
We
be
didn't
like
have to give
Red
up
Sox
number
fans?
one prospect. I can't believe they didn't ask for.
Yeah, but the number one prospect isn't the same as a proven
the kid
talent
that we had,
in
Dylan
the,
Carlson,
in the
the kid that we
MLB.
had up that was ranking last year. I can't believe he wasn't one part of the deal. I figured they would have asked for him. He's our center fielder now. Well, probably right fielder.
What about Harry?
Masturbator is probably still center. He just can't hit.
Okay, yeah. We can hit like 280.
But, when you put him at third, that puts Carpenter on the bench.
Now he plays.
And the DH, I don't think got approved for this year.
And not yet. Tony Clark is hardcore. I love Tony Clark, by the way, except for the fact that he played for the Yankees.
But the
Tony
thing
Clark.
The thing I thought I saw with it is if he wants, he can opt out at the end of next year, and then if he doesn't, he can opt out again at the end of 2022. I thought I saw that.
Dude, why would you want to opt out of the Cardinals unless you're going to go to the Red Sox?
It's the best bands in
And we don't have a
right?
spot at third base.
Self-appointed best fans.
Would you
in
trade him for
baseball.
Devers?
No, I wouldn't trade him for anybody.
Dude, I would trade him for Devers. What about Devers and Bogart?
That's tempting.
Bogey and Devers.
I don't think the Red Sox have anybody I would want.
I'm giving you Bogarts and Devers. I'm giving you our entire left side
That's
of the
half your
infield. This is the left side of my infield.
The only player that you have that I would want is gone now, Mookie.
Not even Alex Verdugo.
JBJ, but he's the
He's
same as
free agent.
Masturbator.
He's not even.
They're the same guy.
We signed Hunter Renfroe, not the wide receiver, the baseball Hunter Renfroe.
From San Diego? Wasn't that where he was?
He was with Tampa. No, maybe he was with San Diego. I don't know. He was with one of those teams.
But it's so funny because, like, the reason
Tampa.
why
Yeah, he was with
I
Tampa.
gravitated. That's the word I'm looking for. To the Cardinals was like they are basically the Spurs of Major League Baseball, where it's a solid franchise. You count on your homegrown people, and you don't make any big splashes. You don't go out and find the giant free agent, spend a lot of money.
Since you've been a Cardinals
Who
fan,
was the
they got
biggest
a
free agent?
Goldschmidt.
And Goldschmidt, and then Arenado in basically 3 years.
Yeah.
But like the biggest free agent we signed in the Tim Duncan era, Richard Jefferson, and he didn't work out.
Oh, Richard Jefferson. I remember him.
He didn't work out at all. Steven Jackson, championship, but he hates Coach Pop now. Still don't get it. Oh, it was Coach Pop's 72nd birthday the other day, by the way.
Happy birthday, Coach Pop. Damn,
and he got his COVID vaccine, so that was on the...
Lucky bastard.
He got his COVID vaccine.
You know what sucks about the COVID vaccine? Did you get it?
I qualify. I haven't gotten it yet. I need to
get it,
schedule
dude.
my appointment to get
like,
it.
I am at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, I bet.
Like,
your mom should be eligible.
no, she ain't 70. You gotta be 70 in this state.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you get the email from Sizzle where he said we're at the bottom of the country?
Yeah.
In the rate of people getting the vaccine, we're
Yeah.
literally number 50.
Well, it's partly because
I know old people here.
well, him and Trump got in a big ass fight about things about COVID.
Trump ain't in charge anymore.
I know, but for the first couple weeks of the vaccine, Trump was in charge, and he was like, "Fuck Nevada, psh, fuck these guys, fuck Sizzalak."
Biden get us the vaccine.
Yeah, and
He likes
like
Nevada.
hopefully, yeah, Biden will hook us up a little bit better. But and then like I do these surveys online, and you see all the time where it's like they ask, "Will you get a vaccine if it's available to you?" And Nevadans typically are like 54% no.
Dumb. You're
I'm like,
stupid.
stupid. But I'll tell you, being at the bottom of the list sucks. Like I'm 39 years old, and I have lived 39 years with white fucking privilege, and I don't like waiting. I want to call in my white privilege. Now, I joked about this before, but now it's like legitimately happening. I want to call in my white privilege and get me freaking vaccinated. Vaccinated is the word. I want shoot me right here in the arm or in the ass or wherever you got to shoot me. Get me my vaccine, because like this is bullshit. I'm sitting here waiting at the end of the list. Like old people, by the time that I get the vaccine, half the old people that get it are already going to be dead from some other old people reason. They're going to die of like diabetes or old people death. You know, whatever old people death is. But I'm over here like, oh, hey, cool, drink your beer and wear your mask, Matt. Hopefully you'll be all right. What? That ain't right.
You should have worked at the Boys and Girls Club like me, because
Yeah,
you
I know.
qualify.
Like, oh, yeah, oh, hey. Well, I only work for the fucking government. I gotta pee, dude. Can you hang tight for while I pee? Hey, let's go to a commercial.
Commercial.
We should get commercials for when we go pee.
Well, we need sponsors. Then I could sit here and talk about the sponsor while you go pee.
That's a good idea.
Like the Golden Eagle White Eagle Tavern. I don't know where Golden Eagle came from. White Eagle Tavern. San Diego Dave. San Diego Dave probably doesn't even remember that he called me the White Eagle. He's just like, who's this guy? Oh yeah, I remember him being the White Eagle. And no, it is kind of nuts that me, a 34-year-old white male, no risk at all to the COVID vaccine, is able to get, or no risk at all to the COVID. I mean, I'm a risk, but I'm not at risk if I get it. But yet I can get the vaccine because I work with kids. And that also doesn't make any sense because kids are low on the list of being able to qualify for it too. So I have no idea where the qualification comes from. At least healthcare people are like the first ones getting it. I'm literally going to be the last person in my family to get it, because we've got 2 doctors and then a teacher in our family. So I'm like always the last. I don't know. Fucking crazy here. And now I'm supposed to sit here and talk about, I don't even know what. We talked about Major League Baseball for a minute, and then there weren't any other trades that I think saw. I can't even think. Notification here on my phone. Oh, nope, it's a stupid NBA notification, so. Doesn't really matter, but it's nice to live stream instead of having to upload it later because I always forget to upload the stream afterwards. So we are hopefully live. I think I'm the only viewer. Like, I am literally our only viewer. But it's alright. We'll get better at this. We'll learn more. And we'll go from there. Promote the shit out of it. We can come live from the bar every time now. We were not worried about copyright stuff. I have music playing here, but... Oh, look at this just coming in on the radar. Literally just came in on my phone. I'll tell Matt once he gets back up here. The Lions trade Matthew Stafford. This just came up on my phone not 3 seconds ago.
What is it?
I need your reaction on the...
Ooh, live reactions. My favorite.
So what did I predict? I said it. Lions to trade Matthew Stafford to the Rams for quarterback Jared Goff, 2 future first-round picks, and a 3rd-round pick.
What?
Yeah, so no Patriots. Sorry.
Dude, you legitimately predicted that right here, right like 5 minutes ago. Do you think that
That's a great deal for the Rams. Like, they
Sean-
are officially like a top 3 team to make the Super Bowl next year.
Sean McVay,
McVay had everything to do with that.
do you think he's watching?
He's literally like the same age as Matt Stafford.
Do you think he's watching
This, he might. I don't know.
Hey, Sean McVay, if you're watching right now, like, give us a shout out, dude. Like, at your press conference when you're introducing Stafford, just be like, oh, dude, you know he's best friends with Clayton Kershaw, and now they're both gonna be in LA.
Yeah. One has a
Oh.
ring though now, and one does not. Maybe. soon.
Yeah, and hey, guess what? You're playing with the Rams. You probably ain't gonna get a ring. Sorry, Stafford. You got a better chance of playing with that other LA team, the Dodgers. Go play baseball. I wasn't talking about the Chargers. They suck.
They fired their coach. I don't even know if they've hired a new coach yet. I think they're waiting for the Chiefs season to be over.
Wasn't somebody else doing that too?
Because everyone wants Eric Bieniemy,
Yeah.
the offensive coordinator.
Right. It sounds
But,
like
like-
Eric the enemy.
What about
Like Boris
Leftwich,
the
though? Because
animal.
Leftwich is the Tampa's offensive coordinator.
Do you
It'd be
want?
interesting to see if someone would want him
Would you want Byron Leftwich?
as my offensive coordinator,
Not as your quarterback.
not as my
though.
head coach.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say yeah, no.
I don't want Vic Fangio as my head coach either, though. I take Belichick.
Yeah, he's not available. He's
That Belichick tree hasn't worked out so well. Like, I don't want Matty P, and definitely don't want McDaniels back again. Skarnekian, does he want to come be a head coach?
He retired again. He's very happy in his second retirement. Wasn't so much in his first retirement.
What about
obviously.
baby Belichick? I'll take him.
You want Steve? Yeah. Would he have to cut his hair in Denver?
Mullet? No, you can rock the mullet. I'm good with it. No, I won't want back. He was our defensive coordinator, and he was a good head coach, Jack Del Rio. I would.
What's he doing now?
He's a DC. Jack Del. He's a defensive coordinator, and
With the Raiders still?
I want to say the Raiders.
I thought I remember him coming here, but I don't know if he's still here.
Jack Del Rio. What are you doing now?
What a weird looking fella.
He's a good coach, though. Is he Jacksonville's best coach?
No, Tom Coughlin was. Did you see Doug Marrone went to Alabama?
He's the Washington football team's defensive coordinator right now.
Oh, Washington football team.
Get a mascot. God damn it.
No. Don't. Just be the football team. And for the Cleveland baseball team, just be the Cleveland baseball
Cleveland
team.
baseball team. I think you should rock that for a year and just kind of see how it fits.
Cleveland Baseball Club.
Cleveland-
Or CBC, Cleveland Baseball Club. Yes. Or the Cleveland Native Baseball Players. CNBP. I like that.
I still think Spiders. Go back to the code to be the Spiders, dude.
I'm down with the Spiders too. I agree with you there. So, was there any other baseball news?
Nope. Well, Jock Peterson to the Cubs. I saw that.
Jock Pederson to the Cubs? What? I didn't see that.
That happened before we traded for Arenado.
Oh, yeah. See, you know what I was doing last night?
It's because like the Cubs make a move and then we have to make a move that's like 10 times the move that the Cubs made.
It's true. Well, Jock Pederson is basically like he's Kyle Schwarber. Didn't they lose Kyle Schwarber?
I do not know.
I
We're gonna lose Chris Bryant.
Yeah, but we've been saying that for years now. Although we was also saying for years that the Cardinals were going to trade for Arenado, so
I said that last year.
yeah.
I feel like trades I say come to fruition just later.
Like it literally just happened.
So something
like I think like you moved from a 1 year to like now like a 5 minutes.
hopefully. Well, I'm right. I'm just right later. Like Arenado happened later. Petrangelo, was that a trade? No, that was just a free agency though.
Yeah, it was.
He was just a free agent.
You wanted us to trade for him.
Yes, I did. I said that 2 years ago.
Will you like say that you want?
Well, what I want to happen looks like it's going to happen in the NBA at the end of this year. Will we let DeRozan and Aldridge go?
Yes.
And then Becky takes over. I think this is it for Pop. I think he's done.
You guys won again yesterday.
Stop winning. Stop winning. Jesus.
Beat the Celtics.
I never thought I'd say that, but stop winning.
Stop winning, Spurs. Yeah, like what?
We're not going to win the championship.
It's just like the Spurs don't have the ability.
That's
to
the thing
stop
about
winning.
the NBA. Like, if you don't have
Even if,
4 guys, you're not going to win the championship. So what are you doing? You might as well tank. Like, freaking New Orleans has got it down. Yeah, we have Zion, but that's it. So we're still going to suck. It's because we need to get him another piece.
I love Zion.
He's literally 20 years old.
Zion is awesome. I love Zion.
Like, Ja Morant got hurt, so that Memphis will suck still. So they can get another guy. But we just keep winning with LaMarcus Aldridge and DeMar DeRozan. It fucking pisses me off. Like, stop.
Yep. See, what we do is we keep winning with Jay Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
That's a
and
good
Marcus
tandem.
Smart.
Like, I don't.
But the problem is,
You
we
need a
got
big
rid of
man.
those Haywards and the.
Get rid of Hayward. You didn't need him.
Yeah, we
Better
got rid
without
of-
him.
We got rid of that Horford fella.
You should get rid of Kemba. This is what you should get
Yes, Kemba. Oh my God, this schmuck missed a shot and cost us the game the other day against the Spurs. But
rid of. Get rid of him.
whatever, they seem to like
Get Rondo
Kemba.
back.
I think Rondo's just not as good anymore. He's old.
Yeah, but he's
It's weird to think of Rondo as old because like I used to think of him as the kid, and now he's old. I mean, like, 08, he was the kid.
He was the kid
He
in
was
08. That's
he was
12,
he was the kid of the big three.
12 and a half years ago. No, 13 years ago.
08 Celtics. That was a hell of a team. One of my best teams ever.
We'll get to it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we can jump to it now, I guess.
I was trying to segue
Yeah,
it.
that's a segue, I guess. Nothing else to talk about.
Segue! That's 2 segues to me today. We should keep like a segue count on the corner there.
I can probably do it.
Who does the best segues? Like, speaking of Rondo and the Celtics in 08, boom. I didn't put him on my top 5. We're
I
doing.
was gonna say we're not on mine either.
If you
so-
watched last time, we talked about we were gonna do the top 5.
we did big threes.
Yeah, top
did
5
big three
threes.
last
Ooh,
time.
My thing is all whacked out here. I don't normally.
But then
wear
we
the
decided
hat
on
backwards.
sports years. I don't remember how it came up, but we decided on sports years.
Sports years. Now, this is like our own personal thing. This isn't like best overall. So, I mean, personally, I think they're the best overall. Because, hey, look at that. Like, Kerr's busting. You can see it on the screen. That should be number 1. But,
Why is okay? 95 is your 5.
What it, like 1995 was for me, like, I remember thinking that throughout the year 1995 all 4 of my teams played in the playoffs, and the 90s were not a great year for Boston sports. It's kind of weird to think
Except
because
for the 1 year that Bledsoe took the Pats to the Super Bowl.
yeah, that was it. You know, in '95, Patriots played a playoff game against Cleveland Browns on January 1. Red Sox won the division, and then the Celtics and the Bruins both made the playoffs. We also saw Reggie Lewis pass away in 1995, which was not so good. But for me, it was a year.
John Chaney died yesterday.
John
That's
Chaney.
right, R.I.P.
Love that guy.
Also Hank Aaron, R.I.P. Because I think he died before. He died after our last podcast, so R.I.P. Hammer and Hank.
Love
Someone
that
else.
guy.
Larry King, R.I.P. Larry King. Shit, 2021 sucks.
I was always more of a Wolf Blitzer guy. But then again, Wolf Blitzer put me on a show. Larry King never did. You can Google that, Matt Michelle, Wolf Blitzer. You get the transcript of the show
Who's
if you
the
ever want.
other guy that Tom Cavanaugh? Like, donde está la biblioteca? But I can't think of who he's making fun of when he says that. I can't remember it.
I have no idea.
It's fine.
Okay. But 1995 also, we saw the expansion of the MLB playoffs. We saw MLB return after the 1994 strike. We saw the Braves win the World Series for the first time.
And only time.
First time in that mini dynasty. I mean, the
It
Braves.
wasn't. They won one World Series. It's
The
not a
Braves
dynasty.
won the division for like 14 straight years or something. And so they finally broke through and got the World Series in 95. What else happened in 95? Who won the Super Bowl? The
Cowboys.
The Niners.
Well, it's January of 95. Yeah, it was the 49ers.
Oh, yeah. And who else did some things in 95? I don't remember.
NBA Live 95 was probably the best NBA Live game.
The Rockets.
Yeah.
Rockets
The
won
Dream.
their second straight.
Beat the Magic. That Magic
Hakeem,
team
the
and
Dream.
ruined the Penny Shack thing.
Yeah, destroyed Shaq and Penny.
Windows 95 was probably
Windows 95. Yeah.
solid Windows. 95 was a good. 98 was all right. And then they didn't have shit until Windows Vista. Every other Windows sucked. Windows 2000 sucked.
XP was good. Windows 2000 was like for networks though. Windows, that's the problem. A lot of people bought Windows 2000 thinking when it was for their PCs. It wasn't for your PC. Windows ME was for your PC.
XP,
and then
yeah, you're right.
XP was good.
XP was fine.
Vista was shit. 7 was shit. And then once they got into Windows 8 and 10, Windows 10 was
10.
good. Yeah.
They haven't even moved off of 10 yet.
Because 10 is a good operating system. Like, what more do they need?
They don't.
Like, that all they need, like...
This is running Windows 10.
Windows should... The only thing they would do is, like... The problem is they don't have mobile devices. Like, Apple...
Androids.
That's not Windows, though. It's Google. But, because, like, the Chromebooks are integrated, but
Well,
Windows
no,
doesn't have
eventually,
phones.
These Surface Pros will get smaller and smaller and smaller until they're phones.
Yeah, which isn't really that much smaller nowadays. All right, what's your 5?
07.
2007, which is also on my list, but for completely different reasons.
Well, mine is, I turned 21, so that was good.
That has nothing to do with sports, unless we were did we
Drinking.
hit the driving range on your 21st?
No, I went to the Silver Legacy.
Yeah, that is not a sports year, folks.
But I turned 21,
He's
which makes
cheating.
it good.
He's
And,
cheating.
was that the McDaniels year? No, that was 08. 07 was the Spurs sweeping LeBron.
That's awesome.
in,
Yeah, anytime you can
summer
beat that
of 07.
schmuck.
But yeah, mostly Spurs sweeping LeBron and then me turning 21. But 07 was a good time. Like, I think I started at Applebee's in 07.
Dang, that was a long time that you were there. Then
I was there a long time. Yeah, but no, mostly sweeping LeBron because we hate LeBron on this podcast. So
this is LeBron James.
07
Hate that one.
it was just a good year. But yeah, I got a title out of it. Can't think of no, because the Cardinals won in 06.
Yep,
Spurs won in 07. Broncos, I don't know what the fuck we did in 07.
probably not so
Knights
good.
didn't exist yet. Knights are still 10 years from existing.
A whole decade away, but Bill Foley was making money.
But moving on to the Knights, 2018 is my number 4
That's
because
a good segue.
the Knights made the Stanley Cup, and the lights came to be, the aces came to be.
Great year for Vegas
So
sports.
good. Yeah,
This-
I moved back here in 18, and yeah, we got the aces started. We got the lights. I went to the first aces game. I missed the beginning of the first aces game. I caught the second half. I went to the first lights game, and I went to the first ever and only Stanley Cup final game in Vegas. And so Knights made the Cup final. 18 was a good year. Got a new,
That was like what people don't realize. The first ever Aces game was the day before the first ever Stanley Cup final game.
Was it?
They were consecutive days.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
27th, 28th?
yeah.
Damn, I did not remember that.
Yep, it's true. I got a poster on my wall. Well, 2 posters. Yeah, great year. Great. It was 2018 was the year that Vegas became a sports town. You didn't mention the Raiders too, but we also started building a stadium across the street from where the Aces play.
But like that going to that final game 1 is top 15 days of my life, I think.
Yeah, it was pretty damn cool. It was also my 37th birthday. 37th birthday.
37th.
I had Chick-fil-A. Yep.
Have you gone to the new one yet?
I have not gone to the new one.
I haven't gone to the new. I can literally almost walk to the new one.
Yeah,
it's
it is right up the street. All right, what's my 4? My 4 is 2001. Because 2001, while the nation was recovering from a tragedy, New England was beginning and sowing the seeds of a dynasty. On September 23rd, 2001, the Red Sox lost to the Detroit Tigers. But later that day, Mo Lewis would knock Drew Bledsoe out, and Tom Brady would take the reins of the New England Patriots, and he would not give up those reins until 2020.
2 decades.
And throughout that time, Patriots would go on to win 9 AFC championships, 6 Super Bowls, and it all began.
A bajillion AFC East titles.
Yeah, basically
every AFC East title except for 2.
Except for 03 and 08. And it all began, but it also the Patriots winning championships also changed the entire culture of Boston sports. As a Boston sports fan, to me, that one singular moment of Mo Lewis hitting Drew Bledsoe along the sidelines changed what we know as Boston sports forever. And I don't want to say I owe a debt of gratitude to Mo Lewis, because that would be a shitty thing.
When did that Red Sox start building that roster? Because Johnny Damon was still in the 80s, right?
01 was when we signed Ramirez. Damon came in 02. Varitek and Lowe came in 98. But the majority of that team was built in 03. But yeah, 01 was huge, because it brought, most people will say that Boston has probably been the most dominant sports city this century.
In the 2000s, this century.
Yeah,
I'd agree.
And it all began in 2001. So Mo Lewis, fuck you. But also, I owe you a beer, buddy. And also the Jets suck. And Drew Bledsoe, I love you, buddy. You owe me a wine, because your wine's way too damn expensive. My 3 is 86. 1986.
It's a good fucking year. That was a fucking legendary year, is 86.
As a child, I was watching the Celtics win the championship in 86, and it was the first sports game I ever remember watching.
I wasn't alive for that. I would be born 4 months later.
Yeah. But that was the first game I ever remember watching was the Celtics beating
Lakers.
I think it was the Rockets in '86, and
Ralph Sampson's Rockets.
We won the championship, yeah. And Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, Dennis Johnson, Danny Ainge, greatest starting 5 in all of sports history.
It's a good starting 5. It really is. That's better than the Bulls.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good. The only starting 5 I put up with it is Marcus Camby, Dana Dingle, Carmelo Travieso, Dante Bright, and
Ron Harper's kid was on Syracuse.
Edgar Padilla. No, I didn't know that.
Ron Harper Jr.
That's actually pretty cool. Syracuse. That's where my little brother went to school.
Or Rutgers. Rutgers. He's not Syracuse. He's Rutgers.
Oh, that's not where my little brother went to school. But 86 also saw the Patriots play in the Super Bowl in early 2000 or early 1986. Red Sox played in the World Series in 1986. So there's a lot of heartbreak there with the Patriots and the Sox losses. You know, I have nightmares of the ball going through Mookie Wilson's Mookie. Ugh.
Bill
The ball
Buckner?
went through Bill Buckner's legs. It was off the bat of Mookie Wilson. Sorry, and it was just nightmare stuff. But you know, the Red Sox have since won for a World Series, and I'm somewhat kind of a little bit over it.
You were also like 4.
Tiny
years
bit.
old.
Yeah, I had turned 5.
86, man. I was
Yeah,
born that
but,
year, so that's a legendary year.
Boston was pretty dominant in '86, so that was a good year for me. What would you get for number
14.
3? Ooh, Spurs won the championship.
Spurs beat LeBron
Was it on a
again.
Father's Day?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was on a Father's Day. Yes, it was. It was on a Father's Day, which was cool. It was.
I had ribs for dinner that day.
Yeah, you were sick, if I'm not mistaken. No one was wanting to celebrate with me that night. I asked like 5 different people, and everyone had an excuse.
What was my excuse?
You think you were sick?
That's possible. 2014, I was sick for like 8
But we
months.
beat LeBron again, so I'm all about celebrating beating LeBron in the finals.
I am too. Damn.
So 14 was and I also had graduated college a couple days earlier, so that's why. Yes, I put in personal reasons as to why these years are good as well. But 14 was a solid year. Pretty sure the Cardinals made the NLCS that year too. No, they made the World Series in 13.
Made a
and
World
lost
Series
to
in
the
13.
Sox.
Yeah.
I think they lost to the Giants in 14. Travis Ishikawa, if I'm not mistaken. But Spurs won the title. Broncos, it was divisional. We lost to Andrew Luck in 14.
Yeah, because we beat the
Because
Colts.
14 would have been 14 was Super Bowl 48, so that was bittersweet. But I did get to go to the Super Bowl also in
Yeah, you went
February of 2014.
Bloody Super Bowl. Super
So I went to a Super Bowl to see us get our ass kicked, but I still went.
Yep.
Spurs won the title. I graduated college. Yeah, it was 14 was solid. Much better than 2020. I'll give you that.
Dude,
Nevertheless,
every year was better than 2020. When the Earth was a flaming volcano, was better than 2020. Like unsuitable for life. Yep, I'll take it over last year.
05 is my 2. We
Yeah.
didn't beat LeBron, but we beat a really good Pistons team.
It was a good
It
Pistons
was
team.
the greatest finals that I think I've watched.
Rip Hamilton.
The greatest finals because we went 7 games and it was freaking fantastic. I had moved.
They had both Wallaces on that team, right? Sheed and Ben.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was a good team.
It was just I think it was a better team than the 07 team, and I think they were a better team. I think the 05 team was the best Spurs team.
Everybody was just really hitting their stride.
Timmy wasn't old yet. Tony was good still. Manu Ginobili.
He hadn't started losing his hair yet.
David
Was
Robinson
Tony
was
Parker
on the
still
team.
with Eva Longoria? Then?
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
they were
he
still
was.
married.
They were still married. They were still married in 07. Pretty sure Steven Jackson was on the team in 05.
Not the running back. The basketball player.
But that was a solid year. I don't remember what else happened. Oh, we made the AFC Championship in 05. We played the Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers.
Lost.
Didn't they
Jake
win
Plummer,
every
though.
game on the road though? Steelers.
Yeah, Jake Plummer was our quarterback at the time.
That's pretty damn good.
To make an AFC Championship with Jake Plummer, yeah.
Yeah. Ben Watson tried his
That
hardest
05
to
was the
prevent
best
that.
Cardinals. No, the 04 that you beat was probably the best Cardinals team.
It was best Cardinals.
This
team.
05 Cardinals
Best team in
was
baseball
solid.
that year. But that's my number 1. We'll get to that when they get to my number 1.
But I like the 05 Spurs a lot. Yeah, AFC Championship with the Broncos. It was a good. I mean, nothing compares to my number 1, but
Yeah.
that's why 05 is my 2 '05 was a good year.
My 2 is 2007. 2007 was a pretty damn good year for Boston.
It made both our lists, so yeah, 07
Yeah,
was good.
pretty good year. Now, if you remember correctly, in 07, the Red Sox won the World Series. They beat Colorado, swept them 4-0.
Yeah, they sweep a lot. They sweep.
We only swept 04 and 07. We didn't sweep the Cardinals. That was a 6-gamer. And we didn't sweep the Dodgers, although, really, we did. It was a 5-gamer, but come on. It was like a 6-gamer
It
because
was
of that
like a
18-gamer.
because of that 18-inning game.
We went 4-1-1 in that series. But 07 also saw BC football reach number 2 in the nation, which was the highest I've ever seen them in my life. The Patriots, yeah, Patriots were undefeated in 2007. Did not lose a game the entire year, so that was pretty damn cool. And the Celtics traded for Kevin Garnett, some other guy too, and began
Good run.
the new Big Three. They started the new
East Big Three.
Big Three style,
East in the East.
and would go on to win the World Championship in June of 08. But yeah, pretty damn awesome. Pretty awesome. 07. My number 1, obviously 2004 Patriots won the World Series. Won the Super Bowl in 2004, and then their 04 season they'd go 14-2 again and win the Super Bowl the
again.
next year. But the real reason is these guys broke the curse. I mean, what else can you say, really, right?
There wasn't a soul rooting for St. Louis in that World Series. Not a soul.
Outside of St. Louis
Outside
and
of
New York.
Missouri. Yeah, in New York, I guess.
There's one year, they do those like state polls, who's rooting for who and everything based on the state.
I would actually very much like to see the one for this year's Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's probably kind of torn.
Well, Massachusetts, it's got to be pro Kansas City.
Yeah, I would say we're neutral. Because people still love Tom Brady, and I'm like, look, I love Tom Brady, but I don't love Tampa Bay Tom Brady.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Tampa Brady. Tampa Bay Tom.
But it was funny, like the 2001 World Series when the Yankees lost. They showed everybody was rooting for the Yankees except for Arizona and Massachusetts.
I was rooting for Arizona in that.
You were by yourself in Washington.
I feel like every West Coast team is like Chiefs, except you'll see Colorado will be rooting for Tampa.
Yeah.
Probably Wyoming then too, and Utah actually, because they're typically Broncos fans.
I don't know about Wyoming though. Wyoming might be kind of bitter about Josh Allen losing.
Yeah, so that's why they'll root for Tampa.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But you got Arizona where the Gronk went, so they might root for Tampa.
They might root for Tampa. Yeah.
California, where Brady's from.
There was one year when it was the Super Bowl. It was I think it was the year we were playing Philadelphia. It was all it was New England, and then Michigan was rooting for the Patriots because of Tommy, but everybody else was rooting for, I think it was the Eagles. Might have been the Rams in '53. Not the Rams in '36 when we also beat them.
My one is 1999, which I think is one of the best years that I've been alive for.
I graduated from high school.
But that was like as a musician, like Supernatural came out in '99.
Which has also no sports.
Millennium came out in '99.
Neither Santana nor
Hit Me,
Nick
Baby,
Carter are
one
playing
more time.
football. Britney has never.
Pretty sure that came out in '99.
98,
No.
actually.
It was Oops, I Did It Again. I think came out in '99.
Came out in May 12th, 2000.
Okay, well then, fuck
Britney
it.
did not release an album in 1999.
Sorry, Brittany.
I'm an expert on that.
think TLC with no scrubs was 99.
99, yeah.
The Matrix came out in 99.
The Scrubs the guy that came
But Spurs won the championship, their first ever championship in the strike-shortened season of 1999. The Broncos won the Super Bowl in January of 99.
You want to know what's interesting? I watched the Spurs beat the Knicks in the championship while I was at freshman orientation at Stonehill College. Everybody was out drinking, and those of us sports fans were like, "Nah, we gotta watch a game. We gotta watch a game. We gotta watch a game." So like, we all.
It's funny because I hate the NBA, but basketball has brought the most joy to my life because the Spurs have won 5 titles in my lifetime. The Broncos have only won 3.
But they've lost 5.
The Broncos?
Yeah. Well, not in your lifetime.
Not in my lifetime. We've only lost 2.
No,
well,
bullshit.
We've lost 4, but I wasn't
Okay.
functioning.
I was
human.
gonna say they only lost 1 before you were born.
I wasn't a functioning human until we lost to
Yeah.
Seattle. But yeah, the only year I've gotten 2 titles was 99. So that is why it is my one.
I need to get 3 titles. Bruins. It's on
Hey,
you, baby.
I could get Knights, Aces. That could happen this year.
I think that counts. Yeah.
I think that's my only. Spurs ain't winning it. Broncos ain't winning it. Well, the championship is about to happen, so we're definitely not winning it this year. Cardinals got a shot now. Arenado. I could get 3 this year. Be dope.
That'd be
Come on,
crazy.
2021.
That'd be crazy.
Do it for me.
But it'd be all weird though, because all your teams are different cities.
Every single one of my. No, I mean I got Aces and Knights. That's Vegas.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Hey, if they want to move the Rays here, I will adopt them again. Back again.
No.
Did you see the
I mean, I would
renditions
get
of
season
the new?
tickets.
There's renders of the new stadiums that they want to build in St. Pete.
Oh, really? Again? Nice. I love their stuff. They do such a good
Nothing
job,
makes
but
me
they
happier
never.
than stadium renders. I love them.
It never will happen though, because it's all retired folk in Florida.
There was a cool one that I saw. It showed like all of Tampa.
Excuse me, sorry, I'm burping. I said, no, that looks.
This one I
retro.
saw. This looked cool. Oh, damn it.
There's those ones with the sails.
Oh, this is Portland. That's not what I thought there was the one that showed Tampa.
There's the Tropidome.
Yeah,
Tropimadome.
I saw these.
Tropimadome. The Tropidome is arguably the worst arena
It is the worst.
for all of baseball except for Oakland. But they have a Hooters. That's what gets it better than Oakland.
I might have to go
That's it.
Barstool.
Pete is like going hardcore on the Google right now. This is why we need to hire a Google person. And by hire, I mean not pay,
Google
but have
entity.
somebody to do this. It has to be a Google entity because Google guy or Google gal is not politically correct, apparently,
Yeah, this is it.
according to Google or according to the internet. There's no pictures.
Give it a second.
That's what she said. All right.
There we go. This is the one, I think.
This is on Twitter. Tweet. Almost done my beers.
Oh, it's being slow because we're live streaming. It's sucking up all my internet.
Sucking up all.
All right, well, we'll end it. We don't need to show it because
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll show it next week.
I don't need
That's it.
We need a top 5. So we're gonna come back. I guess no. The prop bet is gonna take us the whole podcast next
Yeah,
time because
yeah,
it
yeah.
always does.
That's it.
And then we'll
Super
probably
Bowl
do-
prop bets next week.
We might do top 5 prop bets. Did we do that last time?
I don't know. Rate your top 5. Oh yeah, let's do it. Which is good because I get to piss like a racehorse.
Or we could do top 5 Gatorade colors because one of the bets is always
Blue.
Gatorade. What color would the Gatorade be that covers Bruce Arians?
Yeah. All right, I'm down with that. I
All
gotta
right, top
piss like
5
a
Gatorade
racehorse.
colors. Go Knights, go.
Go Knights, go, and also go Aces.